My phone buzzed, another notification. It was just one of the hundreds I received daily, each one a tiny interruption, a small tug at my attention. I used to think I could handle it all, that I could multitask my way through the day, but the truth is every buzz, every ping was chipping away at my focus, my productivity, and my peace of mind. I glanced at the screen, my attention already hijacked. It was a reflex at this point, an automatic response to the constant barrage of digital stimuli. I couldn't help but wonder how much time I was losing to these distractions, how many moments of clarity and creativity were being stolen by the incessant need to check my phone. An email, a text, a news alert, the digital deluge never seemed to end. Sound familiar? It's like we're all caught in this endless cycle of notifications, each one demanding our immediate attention, each one pulling us away from the task at hand. It's no wonder we're all feeling so overwhelmed, so scattered. We live in a world saturated with digital stimuli, our attention constantly pulled in 1,000 directions. It's exhausting, the constant need to be connected, to be available, to be responsive. It's draining us, leaving us feeling depleted and frazzled, and yet we can't seem to break free from it. I was starting to feel like I was drowning in a sea of digital noise. The more I tried to keep up, the more I felt like I was falling behind. It was a never-ending cycle of stress and anxiety, and I knew I couldn't keep going like this. I knew something had to change. I needed to find a way to reclaim my time, my focus, my sanity. So I started small. I turned off notifications for non-essential apps. I set specific times to check my email and social media. I made a conscious effort to be more present, to be more mindful of how I was spending my time. My creativity was plummeting, my focus shot. I realized that the constant interruptions were not just a nuisance, they were a barrier to my productivity, to my ability to think deeply and creatively. I needed to create space for uninterrupted work, for moments of quiet and reflection. I was constantly distracted, my mind a jumble of half-formed thoughts and unfinished tasks. It was like my brain was always in a state of partial attention, never fully engaged in anything. I knew I needed to find a way to break free from this cycle, to reclaim my focus and my mental clarity. The constant pings and notifications were like a siren song, luring me away from anything remotely requiring sustained attention. It was time to take control, to set boundaries, to prioritize my mental well-being over the demands of the digital world. It was time to reclaim my mind from the digital abyss. I started to see the benefits almost immediately. My focus improved, my stress levels decreased, and I felt more in control of my time and my life. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. And if I can do it, so can you. I decided to embark on an experiment, a 30-day digital detox. The idea was to step away from the constant barrage of notifications, messages, and social media updates that had become a staple of my daily life. I wanted to see what would happen if I took a break from the digital world. My goal was simple, to drastically reduce my daily screen time and see what happened. I wanted to reclaim my time and attention, to focus on the things that truly mattered to me. I limited myself to just 30 minutes of phone use each day. This meant no more mindless scrolling through social media feeds, no more getting lost in endless YouTube videos, and no more checking my phone every few minutes. No more mindless scrolling, no more endless notifications. I turned off all non-essential notifications and set strict boundaries for my phone use. The first few days were tough. I felt a constant urge to check my phone to see what I was missing out on. It was like a phantom itch that I couldn't scratch. I felt a constant itch to check my phone, a phantom buzz in my pocket. It was as if my brain was hardwired to expect a notification at any moment. But slowly something amazing started to happen. As the days went by, the urge to check my phone began to fade. I started to feel more present in the moment, more connected to the world around me. My mind began to quiet. The constant chatter of notifications and updates was replaced by a sense of calm and clarity. I found myself with more time and mental space. I was able to focus on the things that truly mattered to me, like spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, and simply enjoying the moment. And then the creativity started to flow. Without the constant distraction of my phone, my mind was free to wander and explore new ideas. Ideas popped into my head during walks when I was away from my phone and immersed in the world around me. Solutions to problems revealed themselves while I was doing the dishes. When my mind was free to think, without the constant interruption of notifications, it was like my mind, finally freed from the shackles of constant digital stimulation, could breathe again. The 30-day digital detox was more than just an experiment. It was a journey towards reclaiming my time, my attention, and my peace of mind. It taught me the value of being present, of disconnecting to reconnect with what truly matters. Why are we so easily distracted by digital stimuli? The answer lies in our brain's reward system. Every time we encounter something novel, a new email, a breaking news alert, a funny meme, our brain releases a little hit of dopamine. Dopamine is the feel-good neurotransmitter, and our brains are wired to seek it out. Social media platforms and apps are designed to exploit this vulnerability. They bombard us with a constant stream of novelty, keeping us hooked on the next dopamine hit. This creates a vicious cycle of hyperstimulation and distraction. In our always-on, hyper-connected world, boredom has become a dirty word. We feel the need to be constantly entertained, constantly stimulated, but boredom, it turns out, is essential for creativity and focus. When we're bored, our minds are free to wander, to make new connections, to generate ideas. It's in those moments of quiet contemplation that our most innovative thoughts often emerge. Section 5. The Wandering Mind, a wellspring of creativity. Think back to some of your most creative moments. Were you staring intently at a screen, or were you engaged in a low-stimulation activity, taking a walk, washing the dishes, daydreaming? Research shows that our brains are remarkably active when we're not focused on a specific task. This mind-wandering mode is essential for creativity, problem-solving, and even self-reflection. Section 6. Taming the Digital Beast. Practical strategies for reclaiming focus. So how do we break free from the clutches of digital distraction and reclaim our focus and creativity? In today's hyper-connected world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the constant barrage of notifications, messages, and updates. Our devices, while incredibly useful, can often become our biggest distractions. But don't worry, there are ways to regain control. Here are a few strategies I've found helpful. Start small. It's important to remember that change doesn't happen overnight. Begin with manageable steps that can gradually lead to bigger changes. For instance, you might start by setting a small goal, like reducing your social media usage by just 10 minutes a day. Don't try to go cold turkey. Just like with any habit, trying to quit all at once can be overwhelming and often leads to failure. Instead, gradually reduce your screen time. This way, you're more likely to stick with it and see long-term benefits. Begin by identifying your biggest digital time wasters and set small, achievable goals to reduce your usage. Create phone-free zones. By pinpointing the apps or activities that consume most of your time, you can take targeted action. For example, if you find that you spend hours on social media, set a timer to limit your usage. Designate certain areas of your home, like the bedroom and dining table, as phone-free zones. Turn off notifications. These zones can help you create boundaries and ensure that you have dedicated spaces for relaxation and family time without the constant pull of your phone. Those constant pings and buzzes are designed to distract you. Every notification is a call for your attention, pulling you away from the task at hand. By turning them off, you can create a more focused and productive environment. Turn off all non-essential notifications. Schedule digital breaks. This means only allowing notifications from essential apps or contacts. For everything else, set specific times during the day to check your phone. Instead of mindlessly scrolling during every free moment, schedule specific times for checking social media or browsing the web. By doing this, you can ensure that your digital consumption is intentional and not just a way to fill time. Use the freed-up moments to engage in activities that truly enrich your life, like reading a book, spending time in nature, or connecting with loved ones. Section 7. The Power of Low-Stimulation Activities. Embrace activities that don't require a screen. Go for a walk, read a book, listen to music, cook a meal, spend time in nature. These low-stimulation activities allow your mind to wander and recharge. Remember, boredom is not the enemy. It's an opportunity for your mind to wander, to make new connections, and to generate fresh ideas. Section 8. Disconnection Rituals. Embracing Digital Sunsets. Establish digital sunset rituals. Just as we have routines for winding down at night, we can create rituals for disconnecting from the digital world. This could involve putting your phone away an hour before bed, disconnecting from Wi-Fi in the evenings, or designating one day a week as a digital detox day. Section 9, Reclaiming Our Minds, Unleashing Our Creativity. We live in a world that is constantly vying for our attention, but we don't have to be slaves to the digital deluge. By implementing simple strategies to manage our digital consumption, we can reclaim our focus, boost our creativity, and live more fulfilling lives. It's time to turn down the digital noise and rediscover the power of quiet contemplation. Your mind will thank you for it. Thank you for watching.